I'm digging my grave. I'm digging my grave. My road to hell is surely paved. 'Cause I'll have peace on my final day. Down in
the idea here was to put together a cool trip post-COVID. Come out to Clint's spot, see what he's got going on over there, say hi. I mean, I haven't seen Clint in probably 2 years in person because of COVID. Hucker wanted to get in on it. Everybody wanted to get in on it. The bus, it's just a great vibe and just a classic S&M trip.
Well, I'm digging my grave, oh Lord, I'm digging my grave.
The whole Reynolds compound is crazy. He's got the trails, he's got the bowls. It's everything I imagined it was gonna be, with all the quads and the mopeds and the dirt bikes and all the Frankenstein bikes for sure. I think that runs in the Reynolds genes, the crazy bikes. It's insane. It's like just a fun zone. Yeah, the whole day, the way it unfolded. I mean, the Maniac was there, BF shows up, Daryl showed up. It felt like a family reunion, not just because of COVID, but just because we've all been in it for so long together. So it's just a good time.
Our misplaced souvenir, how the past chews on your shoes, and these memories lick my ear. I know you might roll your eyes at this, but I'm so glad that you exist.
Turning Hucker loose in the Reynolds compound, it started off a little rocky. Went down on some threes in the middle of the train, but he shook it off and just proceeded to rip it.
And the time is never now, and we know who we should love, but we're never certain how. I know you might roll your eyes at this, but I'm so glad that you exist. I know you might roll your eyes at this, but I'm so glad that you exist.
Dr. Foster shows up. Looks like he hasn't skipped a beat, but hasn't really ridden trails like that in a couple years from what I understand, but you couldn't tell by watching him.
Watching Clint ride, it's like super fun. He makes everything look so easy and like flows with everything he rides like so good. Pretty much since we knew him when we were younger, we just thought he was like the god of BMX. He is definitely one of my favorite riders, for sure.
You might roll your eyes at this, but I'm so glad that you exist.
Hell yeah, thank you. Speaking of sick.
We're marveling at your creations. Take me for a ride on that daddy Georgie bike. I'll ride up front.
To your dream.
Can I stand up? Oh, 3 wheels. Look at the. Oh, dude, front wheel drive. It's not bad.
When you see a ship go sailing, when you feel your heart is breaking, hold on tight. To your dream.
Unfortunately, Nate, he broke his collarbone before the trip, but he's still on the trip, which is cool. He's picked up the camera, film duty.
It is a bummer that I couldn't ride on this trip. It was cool seeing all the dudes rip though, for sure.
Once the trail session winds down a little bit, then they switch over to the bowl. People are skating the bowl, riding the bowl. It was incredible.
Yeah, that bowl is pretty sick. There's so many different lines and transfers you can go in between both of those two. Hucker trying to ride around the edge of that thing. That was pretty nuts. Didn't happen. He was getting broke off.
For anybody that rides bikes or loves BMX, it's the Reynolds compound it's like a dream come true. We should all build a compound.
Yeah, we made the journey from upstate New York.
Pulling into the Catty Woods Halloween Jam and the Credence rig. Mike and Jay and all the boys have done an unreal job with the spot.
Best trails in the world. The amount of jumps blows my mind.
It's so cool to see how family-oriented that place is. Like, there's little kids on bikes. Everyone's all dressed up in costumes. They got raffles going on, and it's all for the good of the trails and the community. And it's just something that's super special to see in person, you know? And I'm never gonna forget that.
Dressed up as a basketball team. Moeller was the ref blowing the whistle. Had some little cheerleaders out there rooting us on. Super cool to see the Mad Dog out there. Moeller's like 85 now or something. He just had like both hips replaced and a shoulder replaced and is held together by chromoly straps.
Just sick to see him with the big old grin on his face, ripping the trails to the boys.
He hasn't ridden for like a year or something, so cool to see him ride.
Shane ate it at Catty.
I got loose. I ghost rode my bike too late, and I just went with it.
All I saw was his feet just going straight above his head. It was crazy.
Shane was definitely out for a few days and bumming.
High air comp was sweet. The flying meatball, Corey Faust, pulled the W. Congratulations.
To the sacred place. This ain't a dream, I can't escape. Molars and fangs that are picking up bones.
The Hucker show is insane, so gnarly. He just charges at anything that's in his path.
He's just crazy and fearless, and he's gonna do something crazy with a smile on his face. Especially if there's the crowd there, and he's gonna give them what they want to see. Every time.
Let's go, Hucker!
Yeah, it was entertaining. I loved it. I think everybody loved it.
The moon is full, the air is still. the wolves cry out. Listen close and you can hear me shout. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life.
Toward the end of the day, I just went kind of wide on this hip and cased it, bucked over the bars, rang my bell pretty good, broke my helmet.
I don't even know how he's walking around, to be honest.
I feel great. It was just a really special day for me. I've been wanting to go out there for that jam for a long time and did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form.
We are in eastern Pennsylvania, in some parking lot behind a hotel. We just had 2 jams in a row. We had the Reynolds Invitational, Catty Halloween Jam, Mosh or Posh today.
Pretty legendary trails in Bethlehem, PA. They've been there for over 25 years.
Posh is just so sick, super influential. So many spots just want to be like that.
We showed up super late and it's pretty hectic.
Everyone's like, oh, the S&M team's here, let's start the jam. And we just dove straight into it. It was sick.
So many legends there. Butcher, Roach Sal, J-Bone. Awesome dudes.
Hucker ate it at Posh for sure. He did a 1-foot tape and slipped his pedal.
Rang the bell again, pulled it over for the rest of the day.
There was like 3 days in a row of just dying.
Will our children look back with hatred or despair at a generation of idiots who just didn't care about the fossil fuel fumes and the aerosol spray that could hold the ozone and let it erase back in time? Cancer in humans, and what is it all worth? Heating up our world, destroying our earth. What will they think of us and no concern about disease and shit and radiation burn?
It was cool for the Mad Dog Moeller and his fam to come out.
Chris does so much for the sport, so much for trails. He's the reason Posh and Catty are still rolling, and it meant not only a lot to me, but to all the locals, to see him in our woods and on the East Coast, and that brought a lot of stoke to the event. We feel like we're showing him what he's a part of that he's never really seen in person. It was the icing on the cake. It was great to, and with his family, it was awesome to have him come through.
Clint was just destroying that butcher jump, like 3 lookbacks and 3 tapes, 1 raddest dude.
Figured we'd do a couple awards, best tabletop, best turn down raddest rider, best band t-shirts, stoke riders. I just wanted more people to win awards.
Then Ginch won most stoked dude.
Woo! To the moon!
You can't not be stoked if you're within like 10 feet of that dude. Easy win for him, because he's definitely most stoked.
Today has been fucking sick. Posh is timeless, nostalgic. Everything about today has just been magical. About to drop a tear.
I love that dude.
It started raining towards the end. cut the session a little short.
We decided to hightail it to Pittsburgh and hang out with the Halahans at their compound.
This place is sick. Like dirt jumps, mountain bike stuff. They have fishing poles, dirt bikes, dogs. Like, it's so sick. They have everything.
So we have a couple KLX 110s.
We are ready to rip.
We went down to the track.
It's going pretty good on the track. There's chocolate cake out there for everybody. It's a buffet, man.
Clint had his eye on this one double that we have down there.
Kind of scared to hit it. I don't know if I should hit it. I probably should not hit it.
He was jumping it, getting like air wheelies, one-footed, getting all kind of crazy loose.
Pulled it clean first try. No sweat. No big deal, really.
Full on Evel Knievel, kind of huck and pray.
I gotta hit that again. These colors do not rhyme.
He got it a few times that were pretty clean, but he was getting loose for sure.
Probably not gonna make a career out of that. Kind of sketchy.
Credence motocross team. Rip it and rip it. Like, subscribe.
Going that way.
Yeah.
We kind of had a chill day at the Halahans. Everybody's pretty sore. Unfortunately, he got too whipped out and just hit this big tree branch. He got slightly KO'd. He's feeling better, but he's probably not gonna ride for the rest of the trip.
Yes. Lord knows I try. Don't stay still. If you want me to, I could
Lukas was killing it.
come the light
Their whole family is so sweet. They're the best. We had to call on the relief rider, my boy, Matty Aquizap. So he's here, and we're gonna go out to Hazelwood, the sickest trails in the world.
Finally made it out to Hazelwood. That's been on the bucket list for quite some time now.
Dang. It's a sign of good luck. Doo-doo on the bike right before the sesh. That means they're gonna crush it. Oof. Right on the waffle. Jeez. Waffle.
Those are the gnarliest trails I've ever touched in my life. All the jumps are blind. You're going off jumps. You don't know where the landings are. They're big, steep, scary, super freaking fun. But everything's so perfect and it just works.
Pretty intimidating, but once you get through, you're like, everybody's high-fiving and so stoked.
Look at that berm, dude. Holy moly. Berm of the year for sure. Pushing the limits of soil. Dude, hats off. Tree. Look at my boys.
They say hello, you say okay. Don't wanna play the show. No, I've been thinking, but it's a fifth thought going now. Playing the blues and pennies, so it's better now. Death or glory, just another story. Death or glory, just another story. In every dingy basement, on every dingy street, every dragon hang back over every dragon beat. That's just a beat of time. Beat them must go on. You've been crying for years. We already heard your song. Death or glory, become just another story. Death or glory, just another story. Got a long way, long time to travel over mountains, travel overseas. We gonna fight your brother. We gonna fight till you lose. We gonna raise trouble. We gonna raise hell. We gonna fight your brother.
The landing was getting a little dry.
Yeah, Hazelwood, I say they're like pushing trails. It's like you're going the fastest. The jumps are like the biggest. The berms are the gnarliest. I feel like that's the highest level of trail riding. It's so awesome and so fun.
Hazelwood is a piece of art. Mark and all the boys showed us a great time.
Pretty stoked we got to ride there with all the dudes. The whole Pittsburgh scene is like amazing. Gets me stoked.
Oh, Sarah, here we go again. Can't get past the pain, what I wanna say to you. I'm too old now to learn how to let you in. So I run away just like I always do. She said if there's something I should know, then tell me now. So before I go, give my all away, so I can get on with my life, and you can go on with your strife. Wish you'd speak the words those eyes are trying to say. Sometimes this life is a lie, a big old dream I'm floating around on a cloud inside. When my cloud starts coming apart at the seam, oh Sarah, that's when I slide. Well, there's gonna be times that I gotta go away, but don't worry, baby, I come home. Out on the roads where I'm gonna find my way, but I always find the time when I'm alone. So forgive me if sometimes I seem a little crazy. Goddamn, sometimes crazy is how I feel. And my brain's starting to swirl down the drain of this old world. And there's only one thing, girl, I know is real. It's the love that I feel in your arms. It's the glow you wear around you like a charm. It's the tender in your eyes that keeps me safe and warm at night. From this life, sometimes this life feels like a big old dream I'm floating around on a cloud inside. When my cloud starts falling apart at the seam, oh Sarah, that's when I slide.
Thanks to all the trail dudes that always maintain all the spots. It's much appreciated. Thanks to S&M for making this trip happen. Can't wait to do it again.
city, rambling around your town. I never see a friend I know as I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around. My sweetheart and my parents I left in my old hometown. I'm out to do the best I can as I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling.
Gotta feed them boys, you know, they're hungry.
To me, like, this is what trail riding is East Coast trail scene. Like, it's all the videos I grew up watching back in the day, trails downhill in the woods, and I got to experience that for a week, so you can't really ask for a better trip than what this one's been. It's what you dream of, man.
The peach trees, they are loaded, and the limbs are bending down. I'll pick 'em all day for $1, boys, as I go rambling around.
I'm a dad now, so it really gets me stoked to see the kids out there.
Sometimes the fruit gets rotten, falls down on the ground. There's a hungry mouth for every peach as I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around. My sweetheart and my parents I left in my old hometown. I'm out to do the best I can as I go rambling around, boys.
The trip was super fun, definitely worth it, and thanks to S&M and all the trail builders out there making stuff like this happen. Definitely look forward to do it again.
2 out of 3.
I wish that I could marry, I wished I could settle down, but I can't.
I mean, it was so sick.
It's so sick.
It was sick, dude. Had a blast.
It was sick. It was a blast. Just been so sick. Good times. Thanks to Chris and Melissa, all the dudes at the trails, just having us out means so much. Obviously, there's a lot of work that goes into everything, and for everybody to just welcome us into their homes and the trails means a lot. Thanks, guys.
Days are long, nights are cold, weary bones still growing old. Much too late to find the light, thinking on, gonna sin tonight. Where the sagebrush blows and the old river flows and the stars they shine on me. My old home was there in an old meadow bare beneath the cottonwood trees. I rose and I have fell, learned my lessons oh so well. You can't trust a thing they say, thinking on, gonna sin today. Where the sagebrush blows and the old river flows and the coyotes call out to me. My old home was there in an old meadow bare beneath the cottonwood trees.
Well, I'm digging my grave, I'm digging my grave.
I know you might roll your eyes at this. Hold on tight to your dream. It's a dead man's party. in a pet cemetery. Acid rain, run for cover now. Acid rain, the water is on fire. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my... But if you want me to, I could be with you. That's the glory to come, just another story. Oh, Sarah, that's when I slide.
I'm out to do the best I can as I go rambling around, boys, as I go.
Thinking I'm gonna sin tonight.